First tonight, business bypassed what's hurting the bottom line north of Baraboo. What used to be a busy tourist road is now a lonely stretch. Ever since the U.S. Highway 12 bypass opened between Baraboo and the Dells, it's been taking vehicles and potential customers away from the old road. News 3's Theo Keith introduces us to some businesses impacted by the change. Theo.
Well, Andy, the state built the bypass to make the drive safer and faster. Drivers say it has done that, but there's no denying what it's done to the businesses who were bypassed.
When Robert Frost wrote about the road less traveled, he wasn't talking about the stretch of Highway 12 between Baraboo and the Dells, but he might as well have been.
Right now I see a ghost town. What I used to see was a thriving metropolis.
Walt Smith owns the Baraboo Candy Company. Most of his customers are tourists tantalized by a chocolate treat. He had 125, even 250 sales a day last summer.
Right now I haven't seen 100 yet. In fact, the other day it was 53.
Smith thinks the tourist traffic can't find him. It's not hard to see the problem.
There beyond those pine trees is the new Highway 12 bypass. Cars are whizzing by less than a mile away. The old Highway 12, traffic is light, and that's carrying over into business.
It's not just at the candy company. Take the Cenex gas station less than a quarter mile from the bypass. We started rolling when we saw a car. It took 4.5 minutes for a second one. At the 10-minute mark, a third car arrived, and a fourth rolled in at 14 minutes. That's all we saw in 20 minutes.
I can believe it.
It makes perfect sense to Rachel Lewis. She's been making this drive for 20 years.
The only time I ever come this way is if I would happen to be going to the Dells or happen to be going to the casino or something. Otherwise, I take the bypass every day.
So how can that change? Walt Smith says state regulators aren't letting him put up a sign on the bypass.
It's tough when you have your business hit as hard as our business has been, by somebody who's sitting on a drawing board, has never had to make a payroll.
He says he'll keep trying, but he's an accountant and says he knows when it's time.
Ultimately, we do have closure somewhere along the way, but I don't want to close this business.
So as Robert Frost would say, two paths diverged north of Baraboo, and people chose the road more traveled. For these businesses, that is making all the difference.
And business owners in the area fear that once the state decides to help, there just won't be anyone left to help. It is the price of progress in the area.
4 people paying for gas in 20 minutes. You saw the tape right there. That's a lonely road. Theo Keith reporting. Theo, thank you.
You bet.